Alright, so I'm here recording, and this is basically what I wanted to talk about today. I don't have much effort left here to give you guys. I'm doing this for all my friends, family, and for God, and for all the people up there in Baraboo, Wisconsin. You're all I have left here. I'm doing it all here for you right now, okay? So I talked to a police officer on duty today, and I asked him several questions, and I'm sure we all want to hear the answers here. So I'm going to tell you exactly what I disclosed to him, that I was a journalist. I'm doing an investigative report here, and I'm holding my own camera here so I can make sure that I do the correct thing, which is to report my story to everyone here. So I'm going to offer you a warning to all viewers out there listening. Please take this information as real. I am going to do my best and try to put these pieces of news together here for you. The only way I know, which is to ask questions to people, and maybe sometime you'll find the answer when you actually do that. However, I'm really sorry, but I have to discuss several points in this story here, but they're all very disappointing. There is not a happy ending to this story yet, and it's still ongoing. So you're going to have to bear with me here for just a second until I discuss everything that I want to cover. Please take my word here if you do not know me here. This is a report that I put together from Baraboo, Wisconsin. But there is some other news that I do want to address, which is coming out of the Wisconsin Dells newspaper, and it's from today. So at 8 o'clock this morning, I interviewed an on-duty police officer on 8th Street and 8th Avenue, just near 8th Street. We discussed the Baraboo booms, the shaking and the lights. He told me that there was a strange noise going on in the sky, and it was two incidences that are being reported out of the Baraboo Republic here that we're discussing. Now, Infowars.com and Alex Jones picked that story up, and they did tip me off to that story. I will give them credit for that. But I did decide to go and do an investigative piece here. I asked multiple individuals that live in Baraboo if they had heard anything or they could help me in the right direction on this story. And all I have left for you is that the police officer told me that they don't know the answer here yet. This is still undisclosed news, and I'm the only one that's willing to put my hand on a camera and disclose this as my own report here. That the police officer and I discussed fracking, could have been a possibility. Also, I'm going to mention a sonic boom here, but the number one thing that I want to talk about, which really bothers me, is the Baraboo News Republic reporting the strange noises and flashes of light, which many residents do not even hear such news, or this report could be two completely isolated incidences here. Okay? So this is much worse than we had initially imagined, because the police officers did report in the Baraboo Republic. Okay? So I'm going to take a break from that story right now, and I'm going to read to you a subsection, not from the Baraboo Republic here, but I'm going to talk to you about a very concerning issue and a dear issue to my heart. It's called Conferences Addressing Human Trafficking. And it was, human trafficking happens in the United States, and people working to protect victims are still learning of the signs and how to prevent it. An executive director of the Minneapolis Center created to help victims was discussing. Suzanne Koplinger, I'll mention, executive director of the Minnesota Indians Women's Resource Center, was at present for the Human Trafficking 7th Annual Crimes Against Children on Indian Country, and Crimes Against Children on Indian Country here going on, a conference at none other than the Ho Chunk Casino and Hotel Convention Center last week, but spoke separately in an interview with the Wisconsin Dells event. That's exactly what's on the front page news here, coming out of Wisconsin Dells newspaper, Wisconsin Dells events, reported Wednesday, May 2nd here. Human Trafficking Conference at the Baraboo Casino. I'm just going to mention, could you please next time think of a much wiser location to hold a human trafficking conference than a casino where gambling is allowed? I mean, enough satire mentioned here. I'm going to get back on to the end of my story here. This is all I have left to say, but there is more bad news to tell you here. So please, folks, listen up. I'm only going to mention these details one more time on camera. And I am able to do the research, and I'm going to take this topic very seriously here for you guys, because I'm leaving this open-ended. I already told you all of my possibilities that I discussed here. But with all of these things in mind, really, the story comes down to the fine details and what journalism is made of. If you decide to go out there and ask questions to the right people, they will solve the problems. They will tell you, in fact, that none of us know exactly what happened up there. And if that's journalism, then I do it the best out there. I'm sorry, but you guys gotta love this footage here, because I just put myself on the line for this one yet again, and I'm willing to do this for anyone just to prove to you that even the police are telling me they don't know what happened up there, guys. This is a very difficult case to solve, and I'm looking for everyone here for the answers. Please help me out if you can. I always encourage feedback, comments, and posts. Thank you very much. Hey guys, we're standing outside the Al Ringling building here in downtown Baraboo, Wisconsin. Nice little view here. Pretty quiet, it's still early yet, but I've got a couple more interviews here to do to figure out exactly what is causing this mysterious story here in Baraboo. Alright, so here we go again, guys. Take 2 in Madison. This is Tyler Limpert reporting. I just wanted to catch another quick video here for you all. I know you're probably very intrigued by the story I just told you. It was a little lengthy, but I did cover most of the details. I do want to take a step back here and take a look at all of the fine details that were put into behind this story and the making of this story, so you have a very nice news recap here, because the things I talked about you might not even have heard about in the past, because it was only reported by Infowars.com and the Baraboo News Republic. Okay, so their reporting in the News Republic is from my memory, as I recall, is that the police officer on duty witnessed 2 separate flashes of light. Okay, and they took place somewhere near 8th Street, but they didn't even give you an exact location. And I want to also mention that very few, if any, witnesses have come forward to this incident. So this is what I think has happened. Either it's a false flag opportunity where the government has been involved with a cover-up using the police to lie through the media outlets to disinform, or in reality, no one knows exactly what happened, and even an on-duty police officer who witnessed it 2 different times, 2 separate sounds on the same night, and still couldn't tell you what happened, guys. So I'm not going to put my life on the line here and say that it was a false flag, but in my list of options, we only have very few people to look at as suspects. I'm not looking at Alex Jones for disinforming, because they were looking to me or someone out there to actually pick this story up and do it justice. That's what I'm attempting to do here. It's either the police are lying to their citizens, or no one really knows what happened. Fair enough, but the research and the details might break this story. So if you are a witness out there and you see this, or you're interested, don't be afraid to speak up and put your 2 cents in, because everybody's words do count here, and this is real, okay? So please don't be afraid to assist in this story. Thank you very much for watching. Hi everyone out there, this is Tyler Limpert reporting to you again for Infowars.com. This time I'm standing in Baraboo, Wisconsin. I wanted to stop back here and do one more piece here for you guys today. I actually just spoke to a couple locals from the town of Lodi, which is just south of here, closer to Madison. It's a very small town, much like Baraboo, and they're reporting that there has been shaking and noises, very strange booms to be exact, that are being reported from south of Baraboo here for the past month. This woman and her, her partner were talking about how they'd heard the noises, but they still have no explanation. And so I told them, again, I'm here as a journalist. I'm here to do the reports from the towns that these are coming from, and the only way to get your answers is to ask the citizens if they've heard anything. So now we're getting reports from citizens here. I'm sorry I don't have them on camera, but I am doing the best I can to tell you the information on location here in Baraboo, Wisconsin. I'll stay tight here, guys. I might have one more video for you, but I might have to go do some inside research and see if we're looking at a fracking operation here now, guys. A whole month's worth of noises is not one night of flashes here. We could be looking at 2 different stories. Everyone's got to sit tight and figure out what's going on here, guys. Thank you. Alright, so I'm standing outside of a United States Army facility here, and there's all sorts of big yellow cats here, guys. Looks like a lot of front end loaders, a lot of different things here, guys. So I'm not sure exactly what we're looking at here, but I know that we're standing outside of a military base. So I don't want to ask anyone questions, but I will give you a shot here that you know is real. You cannot take these signs and put them up outside of a barbed wire fence or any kind of gated area unless this is actually military. No trespassing. All this stuff is right here, guys. So I'm not sure. It says ammunition center over here, so I'm just doing a little report for you guys right outside Sauk City.